Okay, well, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is the Gwent beta. I apologize, guys. It's my first time actually doing a stream, so if I'm a little bit out of it, a little bit nervous, I want to apologize ahead of time. Just let me know if you can't hear me or if something sounds off or funny to you, or if the channel's not coming in just right and you can't hear me, or there's a big delay. You know, the normal things. Let me know. We'll see if we can't figure it out as we're going along. And let's do this. So this is the Gwent Witcher the card game beta, based off of the Witcher 3 game. Huge fan of it myself. Probably spent just as much time actually playing Gwent as I did the rest of Witcher 3. I thought it was a really good addition to how it all went. And to me it was entertaining. But let's get this started here. Play with a custom on Craite deck or not the way to win the first deck. Would prefer to win it as an actual win, not the person left. But just in case, maybe something happened, something was wrong. Well, we'll see as we go along here. And like I said, guys, I apologize. This is my first stream, so I'm getting the kinks kind of worked out a little bit with the live part too. So if there's any delay, any sound delay, any video delay, please let me know. I will, as quickly as I can, get it resolved. Let's see. Who do we want to get rid of? Get rid of that. And clear skies. Don't need really clear skies. That's always going to be fun to deal with.
That's it. Good.
How's it going, Matthew? I was saying before, if you guys have problems hearing me, or if you guys have problems with delays, let me know, and I will do what I can as quickly as possible to get it resolved. Just, give a shout out in the chat, let me know, and I'll get it fixed. Monster decks are never that entertaining. A lot of double pulls like this, where it pulls out a duplicate of its own if it's in the deck. Okay, I can up the volume a little bit. How's that? Is that better?
I promise you a quick death.
Well, that just wasn't very nice, now was it? gotta figure out how to get rid of this card without using the Scorch. Because this guy is gonna stay at the end of the round. This guy is gonna turn into a short at the end of the round. You don't want to burn out. Don't want to burn out my heavy hitting cards right away. So let's keep him behind for the end of the round. Thank you, Matt. Turn it up a little bit louder. Let me know if it's still too low. Right around 70-80%. Trying to burn up his. Alright, well, let's see how that works for him. Well, I know that he's gonna have to play something more because I hope he knows what's coming. I'm hoping he understands what's gonna happen next. Try to scorch out his heavy hitter there, so it's not in this round and not in the next round. Goodbye.
Maim! Destroy!
Oh, and the sounds that they brought over into this game from Witcher 3 added into the cards, I think was a very brilliant idea. Adds to the game more, I guess, for lack of a better term. Makes it more playable. That's probably the worst idea I could have done. Yep, figured. And I could not have gotten worse cards. Well, the war card will come in handy. Doubling the strength of these two, but it's only going to be 20-32 at best with Geralt. I don't know how that's going to play out. He's still got 7 cards to go, including Aridin, who can play for 10. It's not going to be an easy run. Oh, I forgot I had this one down here too. So that'll be 39 all said and done. Who knows? Maybe that might come out in my favor. So I'm not expecting that to.
Let's get this over with.
Alrighty then. So the part that really hurts is all I have left is this clear sky to use, and that is not going to be enough to do anything. I don't think that I will necessarily be able to win this round, or probably even the next round. So I'll probably end up losing this match, which is fine, because all these guys that play this have been always really good. I played it yesterday for a couple of hours. Played a couple rounds today. The game is very entertaining. A lot of people, I haven't had problems waiting for people to start a match or anything of that nature. It's always been you know, people quick to join the match, and there it goes. And all really skilled players. All have plenty of counters to the decks out there. That's... So all I can do is destroy 6 points off of his Fiend. And then make the weather all nice and pretty. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I've got no chance in the world with this, but that's fine. That's what'll make this entertaining. Not that it's gonna matter, but we'll try that just to... Or not try that, but we'll do that just to mess with him a little bit there. And I'll pass because I've got nothing that I can do there, unfortunately. But, you know, GG. I lost. Made the wrong choice on one of them. That happens. No experience. So sad. Getting the experience points helps. Again, guys, this is the closed beta for Gwent. If anybody's having problems with hearing me, or if the video looks like it's delayed or cuts out, please let me know, and I will try to resolve it as quickly as possible. Let's see what we want to get rid of here. I want to get rid of the young berserkers because I don't have a way to bring them back. We'll get rid of the light longship. Oh, perfect. That works out in our favor. I hope. Monster decks are always hard to go against. Hey, look at that. Two of a kind. Foglets. Remember, a fog effect appears on the battlefield, play this unit from your deck or graveyard, and add 1 strength to it. Fog effect is removed, destroy this unit. Fog effects do not reduce this unit's strength. Well, one of the benefits to the monster deck, these little foglets, and then there's an elder foglet that every round will get stronger. That definitely, that's definitely a good thing to have on your side.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Let's see if we can't get this going on a good note here. Maybe get them to switch up their strategy a little. Unfortunately, I have no way to burn down this prize-winning cow, and then it's Craite that comes on afterwards. However, we'll work around that.
We'll greet him with
We will do what we can. I think what we're going to do is try to go the Warcry route, so I'll get my other... I think he knows I'm going to try that. Okay, that's fine. We're still going to do it. Just going to do it with those two. Wanted to have all 4, but he was smart, played a Scorch, burnt out my guys. We'll just do this. Should have played this first. Each one of those guys would have gave him 2 strength every time they got on the field. But that was a mistake I made. It's learning lesson, as it were. What is this? That's a nice play. Okay. I'll let him have the first round. We'll see if we can't go into the second round and win there. If we lose, we lose. It happens. Ooh. See, that was unexpected. I would not have thought that it would have kept out the prize-winning cow, and I don't think he was expecting that either. Which, for me, is good. For him, not so much. But it also means I can't use my epidemic because it'll kill his prize-winning cow, which is not what I want. Because then he'll have a short out immediately, which will not do me any good.
Out with the crowns. Come on, quick now.
Let's see what he does here. He's definitely doing what he can to keep up. I can't use Geralt because that'll really mess me up. But I'm going to take a chance. We'll use Imperial Fog, see if we can't shrink down. That's what I was worried about. Oh, that's right. They'll come from the graveyard as well. Okay, so that was a mistake.
Not your lucky
Don't really
day.
have a choice but to play that. We'll see what happens in the next round. Oh, because, you know, that does a whole lot of good. Let's just play this. Eat up those little guys. I'm still gonna lose. Doesn't matter what I do. That's fine. Again, half the fun is sitting here just going through the game. Doesn't necessarily matter win or lose. Going through, and to me, just having fun with it. I make mistakes. You learn. That's how we all play games. Learn from our mistakes and just move forward. The other thing is I'm not spending money on cards either. There's a few people I'm sure that are. I'm not going to do that. Just don't see the point when the game isn't live yet and they might wipe everything. And it would be unfortunate that if you bought a deck or bought cards and then they wiped your data at the end. Feel a little foolish. Alright, we'll burn this clear sky out because we're not going to need that. I only had 2 of these Priestess of Freya. Gonna get rid of the Raider, and I don't know that the Pirate is gonna do me. Not what I was expecting to happen, but that's fine.
Crackin' eat me ghoulies. Looky here. Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
Yep, and I suspect he has the same idea or inkling that I'm going to have. That is, get your skirmishers out, let them, burn up in the first round, second round, bring them out with the Priestess of Freya, and you're pretty good to go. They'll come out at an extra 4 points onto them, so 10 points when they're coming out. Not a bad way to start. You know what? Just to burn down what he's got a little. Kind of a heavy-handed way to play at the beginning, but
we'll greet him with fire and iron.
Interesting. Let's see what he thinks of doing this.
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
Another heavy way to start. Yeah. Heavy way to start a round, but not necessarily a bad way. But for him, I'm wondering why he's using that so early, though. Kind of a tactic you want to save for later on down the line.
Let's get this over with.
Alright. We'll give him the first round. We'll resurrect one of our guys here. One of our skirmishers in the second round. Maybe we'll get lucky and the cards will... Could have been worse. I like playing as the on Craite because at the beginning of every round, every card with strength on it gets one more strength added to it, which is an amazing bonus to have filtering through turns. It's a long play.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Type of fielding, but it's good.
What is it?
Okay. Yeah, that's about what I thought. I'm gonna do like this. Do a little bit of fog since I've got no medium range people going out, I believe. At least not yet. I don't plan on playing him until hopefully the second round. Let's force his hand and see what he does here. About what I thought he might do. We'll play a young berserker, see what he does. Because he knows I still have my modern Freya. Oh, see, there's a smart play.
Let's not get in the way of me axe. Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Okay. Now we're going to play a little dangerous game.
Bow before modern Freya.
And I don't think I can keep up with that, but we'll find out. That's about what I figured was going to happen.
This'll be quick and painful.
Oh, nice. He's got Lambert, Vesemir. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen. I like those are three good cards to have, and that's what I mean by people that potentially purchase their cards. I hope that in the end they don't end up getting kind of messed up for not having, or if they decide, the CD Projekt decides to wipe everybody's thing before the game goes live. I hope that those people that purchase cards don't end up getting kind of screwed in the end. Because it's a horrible thing to happen. I mean, spend real money on cards for this game, and if CD Projekt does wipe at the end, then you potentially lose that. Just not a risk I'm looking forward to. So, not spending actual money on those is definitely the way I'm going. Alright, let's see here. Epidemic and Swallow Potion are always good to have. Young Berserker we can do without. Scallops are good. Get rid of the pirate. And one of the light launch ships just because. Oh, that's good. Got a Scorch out of the deal for that. That'll help out. Huh.
It's boring just standing here.
I still have yet to see this work. When it's discarded, play it instead. I've yet to see when I discard that card for it to come back. It's not explained very well. Oh, well, that's a fun one. Yeah, we'll just burn both our cards out. That would end up just being painful, I think. Oh, well, that makes sense, I guess. If they end up giving back money for that, yeah. I doubt CD Projekt would screw people over, but you never know what's going to happen in an unfortunate kind of situation.
Lads,
I trust they'd get it right, but man, I would feel dumb if I end up getting messed up because of that. End up losing money on what I would suspect would be an accident. I think let's burn some of his cards out. Burn both our cards, but it'll be worth it. These are painful. And he's going to duplicate.
Crush those vermin!
Yep, that's fine. Goodbye to both of them. Oh, just the one, because... Yep.
Are you wounded? Again?
We'll give him this round. Of course, in the graveyard, those trebuchets, those things hurt just a little. Did any progress reset? Yeah, I think, get rid of that. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, I mean, I didn't suspect that they're gonna just turn around and really screw people, but I'm glad that they actually had that up there. Maybe I should have read that part of the information first. I'd also be kind of mad because, you know, if I'm going to buy a card or buy a deck, kind of want to keep it. Maybe be able to use it after the beta. Yes, I'm getting my money back, but oh man, I want it there for next time too.
I told you so, you idiot.
Oof.
Morhawk de Barrier!
Cut some of his numbers down.
For Kedwin!
Wow.
For Brad! Best give up now! We'll follow you always, into the fair!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
For Skeletor's glory!
Don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat him or not, but let's see what he does. Sheesh. Yeah, that math is not there.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Ooh. But he still wins because he had the first round. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of Nightbot. It looks like it is is shutting you guys down when it shouldn't be, or deleting your messages. Figure out a good chat bot to use. Like I said, learning lessons, still kind of going through, figuring out what I'm doing, how I want to set everything up.
And Craite!
So I apologize if Nightbot gives you guys any kind of problems. Well, we're gonna get through all of that together, get it figured out. I don't want tired either. I really just did not get anything. Square tail.
I can use a pipes! Morhawk de Barrier!
Squesme Evelian.
That was awfully fast to pick which cards they want to, or to do a shuffle on their deck.
Skeletor! Not much left of that.
Must not have really liked their. Wow. Let's see. Good way to play a hand. Have Vesemir in your hand, automatically, or Lambert, or the Esco automatically pulls out the other two. Wow. Well, they really want the first round, huh?
Slaughter them to a man!
Oh, okay. Well, we know not to mess with that.
shall not fail!
We ought to help one or the other.
His numbers are gonna keep piling up on him like, or piling up on me like that.
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
That's fine. We'll do what we can to
Dance of
counter it.
death! Ha! Ha!
Take some of those numbers off the
I'll
field there.
feed you to the crows!
None shall tread on us!
Yeah. Pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to get past that.
Oh,
Every one of his
yes.
cards he's putting out there is add more strength to every card in the row and increasing this one significantly every time.
Who's the courage to fight the Veld Carls, eh?
I kneel before no one.
None shall tread on us!
Lie still. You've not yet recovered.
Now we will see who is weak.
Wow.
I lift your heart!
Wow, wow. I guess if you're gonna get beat with big numbers, right? Oh, you can go over 200?
I
That's
lift your
unfortunate.
heart!
Wow. That was impressive. Getting beat like that was very, very impressive.
For Skellige's glory! You've got the heart of an Craite.
I play the on Craite, like I said. To me, it's a fun deck. It's supposed to mainly be for kind of outlasting your opponent. Doesn't always work that way, but I find it entertaining.
Skellige! Blood and honor!
I will say that when this game comes out to be official, the live version of this game, the full version, I guess, definitely gonna pick it up. They might go the same route that Blizzard has gone with Hearthstone and make it free, and then you can buy decks as you want. If that's the case, that's fine. I'll still play it. It's very entertaining. I've not had a problem with it yet. And like I said, haven't had a problem finding anybody to play against. Yeah, I lose on a pretty regular basis, unfortunately, but I also have fun with the game. And to me, that's just as important.
Pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
For Hemdall!
Draw one card and discard one from your deck. Not a bad card to have.
Don't you pester me.
I hate portals.
I love that they added these animations for some of these cards,
Gods
especially I think it's
protect us.
mostly the gold ones like Geralt and ones like that, where in the Witcher 3 game, all you saw was the end result of him swinging his sword across. But in here, you get to actually see the full action, which is, I think, amazing. Now, some of these other gold ones, like Aramon here, isn't really moving, but I'm hoping the other Witcher gold cards actually have movement to them to make them just as entertaining.
Kill, maim, destroy!
Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Blood and honor!
Okay. We're
I
just gonna
promise you a quick death.
make that one go away again.
Bow before Modron Freyr.
For Brad!
My bad. I thought that might have worked, but it seems I would be a mistake. What does this? When the battlefield removes one strength from all 9 gold units that appear. Well, that's
Coming to get
not very friendly. Oh, it's even better when both of them attack.
Kill, maim, destroy!
Don't you pester me.
Gibbon!
Add 2 strength to this unit each time another unit on your side of the battlefield has strength reduced but is not destroyed. So if I play this Aromancy card and put down anything, it's going to instantly hurt him and me. And he still has his 2 Craite warriors that he can use at any time. Oh. That was well played, actually. Very well played. Oh yeah, because that's gonna do me. Maybe I'll get like
Got the heart of an uncrate.
We're definitely gonna use Fighting Frost and mess up the front line. Best I can do. What? The Thunder Potion should not have affected.
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
I guess I'd be wrong on that thought. What was his last card? Oh. Good game. One for that Thunder Potion, I might have won that. Wow. Yeah, my win ratio is really bad right now. I think I'm gonna get rid of that spot there. Well, maybe not just yet. Get rid of clear sky. Get rid of one of my long ships. Good to have. I'm gonna get rid of that. Alright, we'll start off this way.
Blood and honor!
I have not seen this one.
Let's get this over with. We'll greet a bubba at fire and iron.
Olger Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
For Skeletor's glory!
Thinking, try to keep him on the battlefield. And use the Priestess of Freya the next round to bring one of these guys back. Up him a little bit more as far as his strength is concerned. Question is, what is he?
Won't pay us in gold, pay us in
What does this
blood.
do? Double the strength of our warriors. And hope he doesn't burn out my axeman here. And he doesn't have a scorch to burn out the warriors. Because that is exactly what will happen.
I can help you if you wish.
Not a bad card to have. Whenever you can draw 2 cards, it's always helpful. Or draw any amount of cards, no matter if you have to discard or not.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Up them up. I don't think that helped him in the way that he was hoping. But he might be hard pressed to put out more cards. So let's see what happens. Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping would happen. Okay, let's start this off.
Bow before modern Freya.
Throw Freya out there, get one of my warriors
Follow
back.
you always into the fire.
Up my axeman at the same time.
Won't pay us in gold, pay us in blood.
Okay, well let's just get rid of that. That's annoying.
Glory to you.
Have the Scourge, but using that was going to end up burning my axeman unless he brings out
So
something
be
that
it.
really ups its strength there. Draw 4 cards, keep one in your hand, and discard the rest to your graveyard.
That's it. Good.
That's an interesting hand to play, or interesting card to play.
Billion barrels of
We'll
burning
just give
pitch.
4 strength to him since he's already on the roll. He still has his King Brong, which is discard 2 cards from your hand to your graveyard. Choose any card in your deck and place it in your hand. Just like that.
Of course, Fred.
That's it. Good.
Interesting. I wonder what other pieces that's going to do. Or what other cards I'll end up drawing using that. Huh. Well, let's see if we can't knock those cards down just a little. Try to keep him low, or as low as I can.
May Modern Freya watch us and keep us.
He has a lot of replacement cards. That's interesting. I've not seen that many, or I've not been able to pick up that many myself, unfortunately. I wish, though. Man, I wish I could find some of these replacement cards these guys are finding. I'd assume if I won more games, I'd probably end up picking up more cards. But thus far, it hasn't been the case. I've not had the best of luck. Okay, let's see what happens next. Since I have the win from the last round, let this play out. He's only got the one card left.
Modern Freya.
Can he resurrect enough to help? Because we'll both be getting just one card next. Good game, man. Nice. Okay, well that worked out pretty well. Let's see what we get here. Oh, nice. Move forward on level. Let's actually... So I found this to be entertaining. With the shop look, sounds, the troll here with the barrels. I know what I was saying about paying money, but using the ore that you get from levels, not that much of a problem I see. What do we get here? The Young Berserkers are not cards that I'm fond of too much. Okay. Now this would be good to have. Olgeared, huh? Resurrect at the start of the round and remove 2 from its base strength. I believe this can be used in any... If I understand right, this can be used in any deck. The kind of bland colored scarf here. But we'll go with this. Yes. Just like with the Adrenaline Rush, the same here. So what we can do is continue. Alright, let's go add that to our deck. Again, nothing fancy, just where is it? There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's see if that makes a difference at all, or if that does nothing. Hoping that makes a difference. I'm assuming it will at least give me one more extra card that might be decent to work with. Alright now. How badly am I going to get beaten this time? So we'll keep the Commander's Horn. We'll keep the Adrenaline Rush. I don't know that we need 2 War Cries. 1 is just good. Queen's Guard we don't really need. And the Aeromancy I don't... Get rid of the Epidemic. We won't have as many lower cards. Oh good, we got Geralt out of that. So we'll at least have some one high card and a couple of good ones that we can throw out there. We'll start off with the Warrior. Drop the 2 Warriors from the Craite. Okay. Change of tactics, I guess. Go the Berserker first.
None shall tread on us!
Fireball Trap. Place face down. Reveal when a non-gold unit appears on the row and 5 strength from if that unit is destroyed. Create and play 2 Commando Neophyte units on random rows on your side. And it's not going away.
Squesme Evelia.
So persistent, I'm assuming. So it doesn't mark it as much. That's fine. We can resurrect him on the round 2. Guess what I'll do is we'll use the Hunter, knock out one of his cards. Might be a little overkill, but
quick death.
as far as strength is concerned, I'll put us back on top. For however long that might last. And guys, I want to thank everybody for that's in here tonight watching. Like I said before, this is my first time doing an actual stream. So if there are any delays, glitches, sound problems, or anything that you hear, just foresee, please let me know, and I will, as quickly as possible, get it adjusted. Huh. Alright, let's see what happens.
Now that's the kind of negotiating I understand.
It's actually counting as 1 for me, as a point towards my total strength. I'm wondering if that's what it's supposed to be doing, or if that was just a happy accident. Okay. Another trap card, so we won't put down anything else that should activate that. Hopefully it won't flip on us. Good. Let's see what he's going to do. Scoliothite are very good. These trap cards get be a pain. Only in you can't really put anything down next to it, because when you do put something on that row, a face card on that row, it'll flip the trap card over, whatever that is you end up having to deal with. But for right now, let's do this. Even up his trap card against him. We've both used our primaries. He's used his. I've got my warriors out there.
What a surprise.
Going into the next round, we don't have a ton of stuff to be able to work with. I wonder. 1 non-gold on your side. The battlefield had 5 strength. Okay, well let's just drown his people in the back. Torrential rain. That'll even us out. As it were. Oof. Swallow potion. Yep, I got nothing else to go against that one. So we'll let his little trap disappear. We'll go in this at round 2 and see if we can't take him there. Hopefully. I don't know what he's doing. Oh. Well, that's a smart move. Oh, you're burning one more. Ooh, 2 adrenaline. Huh? And you're gonna have a short the next round. That I was not expecting. Not one bit. Okay, well I avoided that trap going off in my face. Oh, thank you. So, we're gonna burn out his Vesemir. Just be done with all that nonsense. Bring him a little bit more back down to earth. Goodbye, Vesemir. Now he's at least a little bit more realistic. I can still catch that somewhat.
Nay, Duanve camest. Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
He has no other card to really lay down. You know what? We're actually going to play him.
What is it?
We're going to knock you down. I think I can safely catch up to him.
Any last words?
It's a tie,
Barrels are
or
burning.
he would win it. But instead of him winning it, we're gonna win it. So is anybody familiar with Witcher 3? Did they mess around with Gwent at all? And I'm hoping to enjoy it as much as maybe I have. My whole reason for actually playing this has been that in Witcher 3, this game I thought was a great addition for like side quests to do. Yeah, good game. Go for another round here. I think tonight this might be our last round, and then after that we'll call a night. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and I'll actually win this one as well.
You shall die, worm.
And it's a monster match. Fun. Not gonna harm anything. Ooh. Azur's Thunder, Scorch, Swallow Potion. Get rid of this. I don't want for that. You know what? That'll work.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Any last words?
Oh, wow. One of the nice things about the monster decks is at the end of every round, one random neutral creature will be kept, neutral or monster creature will be kept behind. So there is a percent chance that this Eridan monster that he just dropped will be left behind on the next match, or for the next round. which will make it extremely difficult to be able to do anything. Because those cards are just... Ouch. Well, that was not what I was expecting. But... Huh. Don't want to use that because there's a chance that he'll be left behind. Oof. I don't know what I'm thinking. Not sure what I'm thinking. Oh, good. Oh. Oh, good. We will throw out Old Geared.
The moment, I need to smoke.
See how he does. Let's just burn out his ghoul there. No need for that to be staying around. Alright, I think what we'll do is try to knock down at least one of these three here. Actually, burn you right out.
Any last words?
Yeah, it can be. There are... Ouch. There are times, Matt, where sometimes you have to think about, what you want to use for your starting cards. And honestly, it's really all about that. The card you start with in the first round, even though at the end of the first round you'll get 2 cards, and then if you go to a third round you'll get 1 card. The cards you start with in the first round are always very important to make sure you get the ones that are going to work.
What is it?
As a good strategy. Like me, I like to try to have 1 or 2 warriors so I can drop this as well, and then and I can't remember the name of the card for the life of me right now, but it's a card that when you drop it will double the strength of all injured cards on the field. The warriors come out -2 to begin with, so it's a nice little bonus to have at the start of a round to try to improve your chances of moving into a second or third round, especially or into a third round, especially when you're playing with the on-crate, as most of their stuff is going to be longevity. How long can you stay alive, or how many rounds can you get through? That was unfortunately exactly what I expected. That's all I can do. Had he not shrunk down those guys, I'd have been fine. You know what? Try one more round, just to see if we can win. And I always try to give a the GG at the end of the game and the end of every round, because honestly, they can kick my butt every time. They're having fun. I'm having fun. If you guys are watching, you're having fun. All the better. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I mean, yeah, everyone likes to win, but I'm more in it for the entertainment.
Any last words?
And I don't know. That's just the way I play. In any game I play. First-person shooters, RPGs, things like this, I'm always in it for the entertainment. Winning's always kind of a second. Like we were saying, like young berserkers, I don't really have anything that's going to reduce them without killing them, so I generally don't play them, or I don't have them at the start. If I get them later on, that's fine. They're good, 3 strength card. Prize winning cow is always good. The second it gets removed from the game, either at the end of a round or if it gets destroyed, you get a 9 short, which is good to have. And we'll get rid of the Raider too. What did that give us?
Damn it.
Oh. Yeah, that's my word there, Geralt. Damn it. So in this, I didn't get anything that will up the warriors. Strength when it comes out the next round, or during the round. So this is one flaw I find with the game. His ability is for neutral or monster. A Witcher, I think, in my opinion, is not a neutral card. However, they still allow it to play forward. It kind of bothers me a lot. And only that I don't think it should. But what do I know? I don't think that this should be allowed to stay out as a monster card, or anything. But I don't think it is. I mean, even the title says Witcher. Granted, none of them say neutral. However, yeah, and that's what I mean right there. I know neutral is defined by the banner on the side of the card. I get that. Still don't agree that a Witcher should be allowed to be neutral in that fact. Yeah. See, and this is what I mean. No, there is you get one card per turn. There's no mana pool like Hearthstone has, so you get one card a turn. You get your cards are based. So here's your melee, mid range, or like archers, catapult range. It matches up with these banners on each one, and it's just a matter of picking which card's the best one to put down, or what you think is going to work for you. Like each card, well, not every card, but most of these cards will have different effects. Like this, the light launch ships are immune to rain, so if they use the weather card that changed this far out here catapult range to rain, they would all go down to 1, because each weather effect can be placed in one of these slots. You have freezing, you have fog, you have rain. It'll drop any of those cards that aren't gold down to 1 point, which is painful. It's a good way to end a day. We'll just get rid of your little fog wave. Goodbye. Yeah, it's just one card per turn until you run out, or until the other person passes and you think you're high enough to win. And the goal is always this number right here. You want it to always be higher than your opponent's number, and you always want to try to end each round with more cards in your deck or in your hand than what your opponent has. And it counts your big cards. So like his Eridan, my on Craite, it counts those as a card, which in the original in Witcher 3 and Gwent, that wasn't the case. These were leader cards, is what they were considered. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
Got the heart of an Craite.
And some of the game I think is a bluff. You want to. It's like playing poker. You want to try to have the better hand, or make the person you're playing think you have the better hand, and you bluff them into passing or giving up at some point or another. Like I suspect his hand's pretty good. Kind of wish I'd have kept that clear sky, because it would have destroyed these two right away. That was just mean.
So what? Should I pound it into a poker?
There is no escape.
the unfortunate side of not winning the first round is that he's got the win for the first round, and he has more cards. I have to be more careful about the moves I make, so as not to run out of cards going into the next round. If I do, bad things happen for me. I lose, which again I'm not worried about, but I would like to win. I think everybody does. Let's see, is he gonna get annoyed and let me take one round? Probably. Oh, come on, man.
We'll greet him with fire and iron.
What is it?
Man, neckers are always such a pain. Get rid of you. Yep, saw that coming. I've been watching some streams on it. It looks like it would be entertaining. It's more survival horror, it looks like, which is interesting. I think I'd have more fun with that from the perspective of the killer. However, I would not be opposed to checking out one of these days. I think right now, for the next at least 2 days, I'm going to do Gwent, and then I'm going to move over to doing Skyrim. It's one of my favorite games, but as an in-between game, yeah, I might check out Dead by Daylight. If it goes on sale or something on Steam next time, then I'll probably pick it up, and I'll check it out and go through it.
You've got the heart
and
of an Craite.
Stream a couple of matches on that. Probably, if I play with some people, then I'll probably end up playing as not the killer. However, lost my train of thought. Going there and out the window. However, I wouldn't mind trying to play as a survivor too. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how long I can stay alive running from somebody else chasing me. But yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to playing it at all. Let's see. This was the card I was thinking of earlier too. Warcry. So if you place a Craite Warrior, Warcry, or anything that's weakened, gets doubled strength back. We'll actually stick with the cards we got right there.
We'll greet him with fire and iron.
And more than likely, he's going to have the same strategy. Well, that was unexpected, though.
Crackety big girlies. Looky here.
Yep, that's not going to be. Check my Steam. I'll have to check it out here in a little bit. Oh man, really? Oh, the swallow. So that only works on. Okay. Tried using the swallow put this before on a Witcher unit, Geralt, and it didn't work. But now I think I see why. Oh yeah, no, I definitely will.
Don't you?
The competitor in me kind of wants to win one more before I go off for the night, but never know. Maybe I'll get lucky and win one more. The rate I'm going though, I'm not holding my breath. 40. Do I want to let him have it. Oh, you know what? Let's make him earn it, right?
Down in here.
So what? Should I pound it into a poker?
He'll still have his warriors at the end of the next round, but ooh, that right there is both of those bad mojo.
Great.
Alright, we'll give him that one. Probably gonna lose this one again. Though we both only have 2 cards and both of mine are resurrection cards. So, let's see what happens. Plus we get 2 more at the end of this first round. But those 2 cards are just brutal. No Scorch. Which means no love for trying to get rid of the... Starts off at 32. Okay, let's try
Bow
this.
before modern Freya.
Add 2 strength to this unit for each unit on the battlefield with strength below its original value. So, put you on the field. Well, that just wasn't nice.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
What in the world? Oh, okay. Well, that was different. I have not seen that card before.
Crowns. Come on, quick now.
Stammelford's Tremor. So I'm guessing it did 2 damage to everything.
Exactly what I'd hoped for.
Yeah, I'm not catching this. And that's fine. Yeah, good game, man. Good game. Alright, let's see. Get a quick drink. Might check out some of these other decks later. There's definitely some interesting combinations that can be had. Like I said, I'm just a huge fan of the on Craite deck. I like the way that it plays. It's straightforward for the most part. Get rid of you. Perfect.
Let's not get in the way of my axe.
And like the skirmishes are good ones to start with if you happen to have a Priestess of Freya, because when it comes back, it'll come back with 4 more points, so it'll be 10 in the second round. Like I said, I think this deck is more about longevity. Sorry. So we're definitely not going to do anything to burn any of these cards up, or any of his cards.
You want to
Try not
pass?
to.
You gotta pay. Can't
Oh.
let you through elseways.
Now that was unexpected. I think what we'll do is we'll let him have the win on this round, and then see what the next round presents us. Probably one. Getting in trouble. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna win this round. Kinda have to. Yeah, that's not gonna last, but goodbye. I suspect he had a war cry that he was probably going to use and probably going to really nail me to the wall with.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It goes from 6 to 10. It's a good card. Good little combination. Automatically get 12 just for one card. You can't go wrong with that. What do you think? Wish they had cards like in Witcher 3 where you can see your opponent's like 2 or 3 cards out of their hand to give you an idea as to what they have, or what they're going to be trying to do, or what their strategy is. I mean, you never run into an actual player, but the NPCs on higher levels or harder levels are definitely nothing to play with. He's passing. Let's do the same. We'll get it short this round. Give us 9 to start with. Oh, nice. And we'll throw him out there. So this is where we're gonna see just exactly what I can do. If I'm able to pull off anything that might disrupt or give me the win. The card and discards.
Boring just standing here.
Okay.
Let's get this over with.
That's where that would come in handy.
Any last
discard
words?
this, you play them automatically. Okay, I can see the strategy behind
I promise you a quick death.
that. That strategy makes sense to me, but I don't have any cards that allow me to draw one, so I almost want to take him out of the deck just because he doesn't. He provides 6, yeah, but
Modern Freyr is patient, but she
it's
brooks
not
no
a
insult.
huge jump per se. Okay, well, provide 6 and just get on my nerves. Goodbye. The only benefit I have is I still have my Craite Warriors, and I have this Commander's Horn to try to really, I hope, put a damper on my.
Who's the courage to fight the Veldkarls, eh?
Oh, one of my favorite scenes in Witcher 3, the Berserkers at the Craite meeting. That was interesting. And trying to figure out the whole, who did it, mysteries, murder she wrote kind of moment. But it was very, very interesting to walk into.
Give us all you got!
Pansy.
Oh, another Queen's Guard. Still only have just one. They're better as a set.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
My turn.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
This one's 60. And we're gonna double the strength of everybody. Right now, he can't. If he has a Scourge, he can't use it on me without hurting himself way more.
You wanna pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
Okay, let's see what he might. Ooh, good game. Good game, dude. I kind of wish they had a chat feature in here that you can communicate with the person that you're actually in a match against, because that would, I think, add a whole nother interesting level to be able to talk back and forth with that person. Let's see, what do we get? 20 ore altogether, it's not bad. Okay, well, everybody in the channel, I thank you for joining me for my first stream. I'll be back on tomorrow, right around the same time, 8 o'clock. We'll be playing Gwent again. Maybe I might do it a little bit earlier, jump on at 7 and play. Sorry, my brain went off there for a second. Play Dead by Daylight, depending on what's going on, for my day tomorrow. But thank you guys. I enjoyed spending the time with everybody. Hope you guys have a good night.